Lah. Tidak mati lampu bukan Yuahplay. Selalu jadi slogan. Sorry. Emang PLN tai itu ya. Tahu nggak? PLN tuh tai di daerah sini tuh. Inilah kenapa alasan kenapa saya tuh jarang live streaming gitu ya. Sampai malam hari pun dikejar-kejar gitu. Fuck. Halo semuanya. Halo, selamat malam. Kalau bukan mati lampu itu bukan channel Yuahplay kayak gitu ya. Emang tai lah PLN di daerah sini tuh. Kenapa saya jarang live stream? Ini PLN-nya kayak tai gitu, bro. Pusing lah. Pusing. Asli lah. Kalau kalian jadi saya jadi streamer tuh udah pusing gitu, jengkel gitu. Goblok. Ini toxic, sorry di malam-malam nih udah tenang-tenang tiba-tiba mati. Dongo gitu. Aduh, sorry. Ini buat penonton baru ya. Mati lampu tuh udah sering banget. Ini sorry banget. Nanti kalau misalkan ketika live streaming Antwan mati lampu, sorry banget. Ini sudah disclaimer dari awal ya. Tadi juga udah disclaimer loh. Kenapa kejadian gitu, anjrit. Itu bikin boros listrik, Bang. Kenapa jadi boros listrik? Kita kan bayar. Ya ampun. Halo. Istilah aneh kata Yogi ya. Selamat datanglah buat penonton baru. Luapkan emosimu Bang Yuahplay. Asli loh, kesel banget ya Allah. Hanya ingin tenang gitu, live streaming tenang gitu. Percuma wifi kenceng juga kalau di scam sama PLN. Nobar Mang, ya Nobar. Kenapa mati lampu Bang? Tanya PLN coba. Pusing saya juga. Bang, face reveal ini tuh apa tuh ini tuh? Bentar dulu ini pokoknya disclaimer ya. Kalau misalkan mati lagi berarti mati lampu udah ente lah. Bentar nih. Ini tuh linknya yang ini kan, link live streamingnya yang ini kan, takut salah nih. Yang ini bener kan ya? Yang ini ya? Nobar Mang, iya. Mungkin membantunya itu PLN-nya katanya. Dari mati ke hidup langsung angkat daya tinggi bikin boros itu, dari mati ke hidup. Gak ngerti lah pokoknya. Emang gitu Mang, di daerah gua setiap pagi karena itu mati lampu gagal tes beasiswa. Waduh, nice try. Emang kesel lah ya. Badil kau kemang PLN asli duruk kayak nama. Makanya wattnya gedein. Wattnya udah gede 2200, kurang gede gimana 2200. Bayar listrik ini token full terus, Bro. Ya ampun. Tidur aja Mang. Iya ya, ini kalau misalkan sampai mati lagi, saya mau tidur aja lah, udahlah, pusing lah. Pusing. Halo Zangki, selamat datang di Yuahplay Legendary. Thank you banget udah membership kembali. Daerah mana emang Mang mati lampu mulu? Karawang pelosok. Lagi ada pembangunan jalan tol memang. Sundanya di mana Mang? Karawang. Arda Guler ada gak Bang event baru? Arda Guler siapa Arda Guler? Udah ngerasain suara token belum Bang? Udah tuh sering bro. Sering. Cuman kan ini khusus live streaming udah di-okein gitu. Semua kekuatannya. Kamret. Hujan enggak gitu. Sorry jadi curhat terus nih. Kenapa Yuahplay jarang live streaming tuh ini gitu. Dari dulu gitu. Musuhnya tuh bukan kecepatan wifi, bukan HP yang nge-lag, tidak. Dimatiin langsung sama yang punya listrik. Bangsat. Pemain Madrid nggak tahu. Ntar lagi ya live streaming 9 menit lagi nih, 9 menit lagi. Kayaknya satu match juga cukup deh. Satu match lagi. Mati lampu. Sabar aja Bang buat anakku yang baru lahir 17 Agustus 2023. Gokil papa muda. Semoga anaknya ini ya berbakti terus, rezekinya banyak melimpah ruah, jadi anak yang baik, soleh-soleha. Kamu para viewers menerima curhatan streamers, kami para viewers. Judul live-nya kenapa judul live-nya? Oh iya judul live-nya, sorry. Kenapa judul live-nya kayak ini? Kreset ini tuh ya Allah. Nobar ini tuh bro. Nobar, Antwan dan tak. Aduh, sorry. Thank you loh udah diingetin loh. Nobar live streaming event terakhir Terakhir, founder, bersama Antwan dan Tak. Thank you ya, udah info ini. Langsung reset semua bang. Kayak thumbnailnya aman nggak thumbnail? Oh thumbnailnya juga masih Ripaldo. Coba what the hell? Rungsing aing mah. Gusti nu agung. Tiba-tiba ngilang kata aja. Sorry. Udah aman di refresh. Judulnya udah diganti, thumbnailnya udah diganti ya. Coba dicek. Aman. Rumor pindah tuh Al Nassr, here we go katanya. Seriusan? Bang jual-jualin pemain enggak? Nantilah nunggu hasil live streaming ini. Baru mulai atau udah lama bang? Baru mulai banget ya Yayan. Nanti bahas tumbal exchange di founder bang kalau ada. Gimana kabarnya bang? Sehat? Halo 81 orang penonton. Kalau mati lampu lagi saya mau tidur ya. Kalau mati lampu lagi saya mau tidur. Intinya kayak gitulah. Untung ninjanya cuma sebentar. Bukan ninja. Di like dulu yuk 81 orang penonton. Di like dulu. Like dulu. Mang gabung grup WA-nya gimana? Itu kan di samping tombol beranda, video, komunitas, ada langganan di sana bang. Coba dicek di tab langganannya. Apakah sistem handball ada di FC Mobile? Kurang tahu. Hadir bang kata on al. Ntar kita lihat dulu nih berapa menit lagi nih, udah ada ininya nggak? Belum ya? Belum ada tanda-tanda nih. Masih offline. Masih offline bro. Tenang lah. Main match sekali lagi cukup kali ya. Satu match lagi. Apakah sistem handball udah itu? Tadi mau tidur kok nggak bisa tidur. Ternyata mau streaming dadakan. Bayar listrik bang, makanya selalu lah bang. Aman itu mah. Kira-kira bisa dibawa semua nggak ya event founder nanti ke esport, apa beberapa aja nih? Kayaknya beberapa aja deh yang opennya tinggi. Kayaknya. Nobar bang, iya nobar. Halo 94 orang penonton. Saya sekali lagi minta maaf kalau mati lagi streamingnya, berarti mati lampu. Saya mau tidur. Udah. Live-nya dari Twitch bang. Iya di Twitch. Tapi nanti siaran ulangnya suka ada di YouTube juga deh. Coba kalau nggak kalian cek aja di YouTube-nya coba. Perutnya. Kok perut? Event baru oper 120 kamang. Ini kan malam ini kita mau nonton nih. Bang kuliah semester berapa? Udah lulus bro. Udah lulus ya. Udah graduate. Udah masuk grup WA mang. Siap Harry. Ngambekan PLN. Oke bentar lagi nih. 5 menit menuju live streaming ya. Ini judul udah aman kan? Nobar live streaming event terakhir founder bersama Antwan dan Tak orang dalam. Fifa Mobile. Alas ya. Edan. Tanya. Coach, kamu malam-malam nyawer aku 250.000. Mau apa ini? Ini mau apa ini? Udah masuk grup WA belum Liga? Aduh, halo coach, thank you banget. Sehat-sehat, lancar-lancar rezekinya. Thank you. Alas ya, Bang Efrian. Kali ini muncul 250.000 Edan. Edun. Mana orangnya? Bang Efrian keluar kau di komentar. Thank you banget loh. Sehat-sehat, lancar-lancar rezekinya. Semoga musibahnya tidak terulang lagi ya. Ente bener. Udah masuk grup WA-nya belum Bang Riola? Sudah tidak bertarung dengan skripsi. Alah si di DO mah nice try dong. Mantap kata Brando. Selain YouTube kesibukan lain apa bang? Apalagi ya? Selain YouTube buat sekarang baru beres sih kuliah. Jadinya masih inilah ngarenghap. Antwan dan Botak. Lu udah kepala 3 kah mang? Anjrit, setua itu kah? Belum ada di grup Liga WA baruku. Kirim lagi WA-nya. Sorry ya, saya nggak cek lagi kemarin teh. Kirim lagi Mang Efrian nomor WA barunya. Sorry belum dimasukin loh. Sepertinya update pemain tidak diubah di sistemnya katanya. Kayaknya udah diperhitungkan sih Bang Anggit sih. Semoga nggak terlalu memberatkan lah ke depannya. 3 menit lagi ya, 3 menit lagi nih. 109 orang penonton. Halo. Boleh review gak Mang? Bentar dulu, jangan dulu review. Bentar dulu. Kita mau nobar dulu nih bro. Gitu dong Bang, kata Gani lah. Kenapa Bang Gani? Mang Wei gak jual pemain buat beli founder nanti. Bentar dulu, ini tuh kita belum tahu sih foundernya bisa dijual belikan apa enggak. Kalau misalkan merujuk kepada event now and later, itu pemain-pemainnya tuh didapatkan hanya bisa ketika kita menjalankan misi atau enggak gacha. Jadi pemain itu nggak ada di pasar. Kalian-kalian yang udah nyiapin koin itu belum tentu koinnya bisa kepake. Jadi makanya kita nonton dulu nih sekarang, oke? Bang Joki inskripsiku, alah, males. Kalau Mang Hayo Yogi, gue gak jual pemain buat beli. Nah, belum. Ini riset pertama saya, kata Diana, mantap. Ntar nih, aman nih ya. Kita langsung siap-siap aja di ininya. Belum ada kok ininya nih. Belum ada ininya. Coba di refresh. Belum ada, bro. Belum mulai. Mang, kenapa tadi off mati lampu? Belum mulai, bro. Bentar ya. Masih belum mulai ini, dari sananya. Ini kalau misalkan mati lagi live streamingnya, udah saya mau tidur aja dah ya. Mode manager kalah mulu, Bang. Nice try. Umur berapa, Bang? Coba ditebak. Coba umur berapa kira-kira dengan wajah seperti ini? Masih muda sih ini. Masih bisa bersaing lah. Bang, salam dari Pandeglang. Halo, salam dari Karawang. Gak merokok, Kamang? Enggak, saya gak ngerokok. 32, anjir. Nah, ada yang bener tuh. Ada yang bener. 40. Babs, kamu anggit ya. 40, bangke. Tar deh. Cek lagi nih. Belum loh. Nah, live bro. Live. Mulai. 17 tahun, Mang. Terlalu young. Ntar nih. Suara musiknya kedengeran gak ya? Suara musiknya? Ya kedengeran belum? Berarti emang masih di bawahku umurnya. Ntar bro. The stream will start shortly. Sebentar lagi katanya. Aduh. Nah, game kita. Ini suaranya udah cukup gede belum? Suara ininya. Live streamingnya. Suara ini live streamingnya. Aman. Pas. Lama-lama jadi terlihat FIFA X Razer. Top up nggak sih? Nggak. Cukup. Yang nggak kedengar coba digedein lagi volumenya. Ini udah gede nih. Live Antwan gak ada suaranya. Bentar dulu, ini baru juga mulai ke sini, co. Bentar dulu. Nah.
Hello and welcome to FC Mobile Live.
Kedengeran nggak?
It's a new look, new name.
Jangan lupa like-nya, guys.
Lots of new stuff.
Kedengeran nggak? Atau kurang kedengeran?
We're here. I'm feeling fresh. I'm feeling excited. I couldn't wait to come over here in the show and talk about what's next for us, for us fans of the sport. How about you? How about you guys?
Sekarang?
How are you feeling today?
Kedengar nggak?
My heart is racing.
Kurang.
Yeah, no, it's an exciting
belum
stream here. It's kind of good to show that trailer just before. If you'd missed it a couple weeks ago, we went out with the reveal trailer, which was awesome, and it kind of like sets us up for really exciting new season.
Saya nggak akan banyak ngomong ya, saya karena nggak tahu juga, jadi pengen nge-react aja nih.
In chat, everyone else
Nonton dah.
Lots of comments around the new season, also the current season, what we're going into, founders. So we got a jam-packed show. There's a lot of info to go through today. I know everyone's been excited.
I mean, that kind of takes us through a lot of it, really, Tak. But I don't know. I think we've got a nice new look here. We're excited. It's good to be here. And I see a few people saying already. Got the cap.
Even the cap is still black, but it's new.
Exactly.
Something's never
Had to
changed,
continue.
right?
Banyak basa-basi lah.
So like it's still kind of a little bit of the same layout here we've got for the show. Nothing major changing. It's still Tak, still Antwan
Baru mulai.
here. You can see we've got the run of show here on the side. We've got our intro. We've got some stuff to go through with you all. We've got some FC Mobile news. Then we go into founders, and then we wrap up with everyone's favorite segment, the giveaways. So got a lot of stuff to go through. I don't know, Tak, if you're ready, we've got our intro news to go through. We've got some little stuff. Do you want to just jump into it?
Exactly. We have a lot to unpack, so let's start unpacking. Let's start with transition info. Last week, we published more information about how we're going to navigate this moment.
Baru pembukaan, bro. Bentar, itu kan ada tuh poinnya, baru introduction, pembukaan.
To the new season. Naturally, there are a lot of questions that surface and that our players have during this period. So we're going to drop in chat a link to this article that we released last week in case you missed it. But basically covers what carries over from your team to the next season and what doesn't. So in rough lines, what happens is your FC points, your
katanya mau ngebahas mengenai nanti kedepannya bakal kayak gimana di FC Mobile, FIFA poinnya gimana, progresnya kayak gimana katanya.
Will carry over. Meanwhile, some other things won't. So, your team progress. It's the if it's your first reset, if it's your first new season, that's new. But that's something that we always see as a fresh new start. Everybody stays, starts from the beginning. It's always exciting for us that have been there for a while. So I'm really excited. I also wanted to check in with you guys how you're feeling today and feeling about this.
Sabar, belum ke intinya belum.
My heart is pumping for this. I've been waiting for this for a while, and for me personally, it's always an exciting time. Another information there in the article was about the logos and emotes that we'll have more information about what stays and what you guys will be able to redeem and claim afterwards. Because we noticed on
jadi ini ada updatean tambahan baru nanti katanya infonya mengenai update logo apa tadi tuh.
Logos, which emotes are meant to be able to
yang katanya nggak akan dibawa.
So, more information about that will come. And the same thing for
kelamaan
about crossplay. We know that raised a lot of eyebrows. Some are super excited about that. We'll have more information about that in September.
Exactly. So yeah, we pinned it here in the chat. If you want to check it out after the stream, but Tak, you went through it. Yeah, just that little final note about regions. We're gonna have some info in September about that. Not gonna tell you guys much more, but just you'll see in September. And then, as you mentioned, the carryover information. The really exciting part here is just the founders' progress from the event that we're going to be going through shortly. You'll find out what carries over from that event, what are some cool rewards you can get, and really why you should be playing this final
poin
event
pentingnya ada di bagian FC Mobile sama founder aja kok, introduction sama giveaway nggak penting.
You're ready to go, and you've got a nice step up on the competition.
Sabar.
So, in a way, it's kind of exciting. It's like the final event of the current season. It's the final event of a certain name that we've grown used to.
Final event katanya.
It's a cool moment. So I'm just excited that I can experience it with you guys all here in chat, and kind of we can say I was there, when
pakai hypermotion kayaknya enggak deh. Kalau hypermotion,
I think we will all kind of remember this period that we're living right now as a milestone in our like history of events of the game, of the sport. And
dan 8 menit sih basa-basinya lama. Aduh, sedih. Durasi wantag.
Exactly.
It's going to be
fun
exciting.
Moment.
It's going to be super exciting.
Yeah. Before we get into FC Mobile and Founders event, we do have one last note to mention in this.
Tuh, punya satu informasi lagi sebelum ke FC Mobile dan juga Founder katanya.
Store, which will be updating at the end of the month. August 30th is the date that we have there. So my advice is wait to use your Division Rivals tokens until then.
Katanya hadiah rival di PC di-update lagi, guys.
And where you can use those.
Hadiah rival di PC, hadiah
rival di PC. A lot of Div Rivals,
OPR-nya.
you've been saving those up. Hang on for a while. Otherwise, TAC. Before we get into just the quick Founders,
Respect streamer kata
we got a lot of Founders info. We did also just want to go into our next segment here, which is just the FC Mobile info. Just give a quick little recap of the cover 2 weeks ago. If you didn't see, we'll pull it up on screen here. Vinny Jr. is our official cover athlete for FC Mobile. It's a very exciting time for the game. It's really our first time we've had our own cover athlete. So he's a superstar for Real Madrid, a great ambassador of Brazil, and really just shows off the values of football.
Yang nge-lag di refresh bro, di sini nggak nge-lag coy.
Not much more
Ini
needs
jadi
to be
cover
said
mobile-nya
here
ya,
about Vinny.
versi
It's
mobile.
just really awesome, and I'm sure TAC, the Brazilian community, is loving it.
Absolutely. I am 100% biased because he is
Aktifin subtitle, ini bukan YouTube bro, ini Twitch.
My favorite player.
Ya,
I will not lie here. I love his news. I love that we have our own
Jaringan kalian di sini aman kok, di sini aman kok.
For FC Mobile, it really represents what I believe.
Biasanya Mbappe ya, Mbappe nggak diincer ya.
Not only football talent, the magic, the you know, like that neck, the spark.
Record mah nggak usah.
Like, I think we can already.
Nanti bisa lah pembahasannya.
Shine when we watch. I think that's exactly what we're trying to emulate here.
Exactly.
Super
no, it's great to see. Yeah, exactly. And then the other last little bit of FC Mobile news that you guys will want to know is we have deep dives coming up very soon. Most of them will take place in September, so we'll go over things like gameplay, look and feel, training, locker room, and some other stuff as well. So we'll have more details on that. We'll have a couple videos on that. We'll have some articles that really dig into it, especially on the gameplay side. Very excited. So keep an eye out for that. More details coming soon. So
yep, there's a lot to show.
I feel like we've I feel like we've gone over a lot. We've we've chatted a lot already about FC Mobile. I feel like chat is ready. Are they ready for Founders?
Iya, udah ready banget ini, ready banget. Ayo.
Ready for Founders. We are all ready.
Anjir gitu doang FC Mobile pembahasannya nggak jelas.
I already see in chat
yang udah dibahas kemarin.
Stop waffling. Get to the point. Well, we're getting there, guys. We're gonna get there.
Ini event
terakhir. Pull
terakhir.
it up. This is what you guys all want to see. It's the Founders player banners. We have 3 of them. We got to get going, right, TAC? Want to bring up the first?
Ayo, apa yang pertama?
First player banner that we're showing today on.
Nah, kan betul. 120 overall. Waduh.
Let's start with our own cover athlete at 120 OVR.
Onana bro, tuh udah ada Onana goalkeeper MU loh. Udah pada update ini. Edun, Madison di
player items there have a flair that others don't, and we will talk more about that later when we're showing the Founders.
Juga dinamiknya.
So as you can see, we are showcasing, highlighting players from lots of, you know, like the after the movements from.
Kenapa ini KTP? Karena kan ini update transfer terbaru juga.
New team, James Madison as
Tuh,
well.
pemain-pemainnya udah pada pindah klub, bro.
Interesting athletes that we're showcasing here with their new club crest in some cases. Tonali's doing super well for Newcastle as well. So in terms of star power there, I'm super excited. But speaking of star power there, Antwan, I see an old friend there. Care to
Aduh, masih kepo, ini pemain bisa dijual belikan nggak ya?
Speak more about him.
Bang, itu ada Vini ya. Bonus 119 brutal ini. Tenang. Ini pemain belum tahu bisa dijual belikan nih.
Well, there's a few MLS legends that are in this program, and I feel like if you know, you know. But on that bottom row, he's been around for a while, and I feel like people
season baru opernya turun lagi ke 90, 80, 70-an.
He's gotten, if you've been playing for a few years, you know. And yeah, otherwise there's going to be a lot of cool players in this event. It's as you mentioned, mostly transferred players from this summer window. Not all of the summer transfers have made it into this program. We're holding
Tuh, katanya tidak semua pemain dari bursa transfer sekarang masuk ke program
know,
founder
there's
katanya.
timelines, and
Jadi
sometimes
jangan
they
ngarep
don't
semua
get
pemain yang ada di bursa
event.
transfer masuk
However,
sekarang ya.
you'll notice some of the big names here: Madison, Kovacic, Tonali, Slobozai, etc. And also another thing we're going to look at when we get into the event, which I'll have more details, is if you look at the player item art, slightly different on some of them. So
ya semoga cardnya free chemistry lah, cardnya free chem semoga.
But Tak, if you're ready, we can go to number 2, right?
Ayo cepet nomor 2-nya apa nih? Icon kah? Alah, siap bursa transfer lagi bro.
Right now,
gas tuh. Ada beberapa pemain baru lagi.
Top players that are going to be available.
Udah pada baru semua ini klubnya. Benzema. Benzema over Aina. Gokil.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Arab semua.
Yet again,
ada Bang Dodo, lagi ada Kente. Gokil gak Arab sih Edan.
Super exciting. Any highlights from your end there, Antwan? We're most looking
Bang, kenapa fotonya foto KTP? Dibilangin itu bursa transfer baru. Dinamiknya jadi masih ngikutin dinamik foto waktu dia ini ya, yang terbaru pindah-pindah. Jadi disesuaiin semuanya, nggak ada yang foto-foto waktu selebrasi atau lagi ngoper bola.
Bellingham started his season at Real Madrid. 3 goals in 2 games has looked
Nanti juga
really
diupdate.
If I can get my hands on that 120 CM, that'll take also into the new
Buat
season.
tim full Arab oke juga.
At a obviously reduced OVR, I think he's going to be really good in there. And I know I see a few people commenting here about the action shots, how they're all just headshots for the photos. We're going to see in September if we can.
Kira 120-nya ada berapa? Ada 6 ya?
These players are going to be starting to play with their new clubs, so there may be some dynamics.
Nggak telat deh,
update. But yeah, what about you, Tak? Any of these that really stand out?
Well, for me, of course, Firmino there. I'm also a huge fan of Ronaldo, so if I can get my hands on
Acosta,
him, that'd be amazing. But honestly, hey, maybe it's a good start to kickstart a nice cheeky little Saudi League theme team.
Iya dong, ayo udah apalagi nih. Ngerumpi wae bro, ini si Antwan sama staknya.
Let's get into that third player banner.
Nah, ayo banner ketiga, icon. Socrates, Pires, Ricardo Calparho, Kocha, Raul, Zanetti, Gerrard. Nah, iconnya nih, iconnya.
Okay, yeah.
Gas.
Zanetti and Gerrard in the event.
Zanetti double aja 116 lagi. Raul juga sama, Gerrard malah turun OPR. Pires sudah lama nggak keluar ya. Pires baru muncul lagi nih Pires nih.
The little flare that we have been teasing, in the previous player banners, they also have this little flare.
Kalian jangan ngomong icon bosen-bosen, lisensinya bro. Ya ampun, masalah lisensi icon tuh.
Yeah, we'll take a look how some of these connect to the event. And these ones have dynamic images, guys. These have dynamic action shots. So on these ones,
kata IE kalau misalkan iconnya pengen lebih banyak, ayo top up yang banyak, minimal satu akun 1 juta FP.
Yeah, these are kind of like the 3 player banners that we have for the founders event. Obviously, there are tons of other players in the event that I'll showcase here on the gameplay build that I'm just getting ready on my phone. Which we'll also talk about how
it's time to show. It's time to really unpack and showcase what the team prepared for us all for the founders event.
Ini tuh udah nih teh.
Ayo,
exactly.
Lanjut di pembahasan yuk.
Same here. So I've got it set up here on my phone. It's a dev build.
Ayo, udah, jangan di sini terus tak, pindah tak.
So I think we can actually throw over to that right now.
Antwan, sorry. Masuk.
Here.
Nah, ini dia yang kita perlukan dari tadi.
Awesome.
Udah jangan komen-komen doang.
Tak, this is the first chapter when you come into founders. What am I looking at here?
Okay, so it's here. It starts August 24th 1 a.m. UTC, so it will be August 23rd or August 24th.
Ya ini ini ya intermezzo lah, ngingetin kalau event terbaru ini keluarnya nanti hari Kamis jam 8 pagi di waktu kita. New seasonnya 31 hari lagi. Jangan nyari yang nggak ada, iya. Kan tadi udah dibilangin gak semua pemain yang bursa transfer baru dibawa. Apa nih?
Welcome to the
Founder Reward.
In here you see a countdown for when the next season begins, and the very first thing that you have to do is to become a founder. And how do you become a founder, you can ask me. Simply just
apa ini kuota hariannya? 10 juta atau apa sih?
That Antwan had already tapped. It will be written become a founder, and as simple as that, after you become a founder you have access to exclusive founder benefits. You get a founder token which identifies you as a founder, and you get rewards from this season and also to the next season. And the play here is that
ngumpulinnya dari mana ngumpulinnya tuh udah ada emot baru juga yang bisa kita dapetin ya.
Here participate in this moment, and the more founders that we get, the more milestones we achieve. So we have initially 6 milestones, which
milestone ya yang tadi ya.
Rewards for everyone, our founders as well.
Ini si foundernya ini kan berupa angka ya. Orang dapetin itu dari mana nih 10 juta ini? Ngejalanin misi atau apa gitu. Be a founder tuh ini milestone ya. 10 juta dapat apa, 25 juta dapat apa, 50 juta dapat apa.
We have at least one, as Antwan is already a founder there, and I'm considering you guys founders as well, because we're all here, right? We're all part of this moment. It's going to be really exciting.
Exactly, and
apa ya sistemnya akses ya kalau 10 juta orang masuk
when everyone joins as a founder. So there's different milestones based on
kayak apa ya dulu pernah muncul loh yang kayak gini tuh.
That join this program and kind of
Scream Team ya.
On the road to the new season.
Kalian ada yang main gak ya Scream Team?
Rewards as well as you come through. I noticed a few people talking
yang kayak Scream Team, kalian ingat nggak? Yang kayak Scream Team.
It's a little familiar.
Aduh, orang yang ngajarin Scream Team sedikit lagi saya yakin.
It'll be a fun way here to just work together as a community to have everyone join as founders.
Kayaknya kayak Scream Team deh kalau misalkan penggunanya udah sampai berapa ribu, berapa puluh juta gitu atau goal mungkin itu goal ya. Yang ngumpulin milestone ya, yang Scream Team ya. Tim jerit, iya tim jerit.
So this one right here.
Oh ada yang main nih. Iya. Kalau kalian ada yang paham berarti udahlah gampang lah. Nanti tinggal dibahas di konten ya. Biasalah ada daily nih, daily.
Go through this one as well. Did you want to chat about this one too?
Buka lah nih pemain bisa dijual belikan gak nih bro? Pionir uset.
You need to tap become a founder in the BF.
Iya Scream Team.
In order to unlock. So we made it easy.
Scream Team event lama tahun kemarin ya. Modelnya sama tuh kayak yang tadi.
Like, oh no, I didn't become a founder. It's easy for you as long as you're playing the event. So club building, it's your daily grind. You have your daily challenges there. No big surprise for us. You have
like dulu yuk, jangan lupa yuk 341 orang bantu like-nya dulu yuk,
and
scouting point.
You are going to complete these challenges to earn scouting points.
Ini kita belum ngelihat pemainnya bisa dijual belikan atau enggak ya, lama bener nih.
An option to choose which reward.
Biasanya MMORPG.
So we have a few options. If you scroll
ini kan Fifa Mobile juga gamenya game grinding. Jadi babu kita sama juga.
Player searching feature.
Bisa digacain tuh bro. Si scouting pointnya.
Of course you have.
Pada PD dapat Haaland nggak di gacha pertama.
Possibility of pulling some of the crazy players like Haaland from this one. But if you're looking for a more guaranteed path, there are also 4 options. If you scroll a little bit to the right,
3000 scouting point. Ada bacaannya tuh ya.
Do the calculations. You need 3000 scouting points to actually redeem the final reward. So get out 119. Ini
kayaknya nggak bisa digacha deh, kayaknya ya. Nggak bisa digacha, sorry, nggak bisa dijual belikan deh kayaknya ini.
Also, you can.
Kayaknya nggak akan ada di pasar nih pemain-pemainnya. Lama klik pemainnya, buru Aduh, pengen tahu
The
ini.
thing is, I think it's time for us to review the secret and review the little catch about these player items, which have the little flare on the sides. These player items are called Pioneer
Bismillah, Enzo bisa
players.
lenceng.
And if you're
Amin.
playing the game for a while, you can associate that with what we usually called now and later.
Betul Bang Zulfi, dari dulu kayak gini ya. Masuk akhir reset season.
Of them in the next season. So all the player items that have this little flare and are called Pioneer players will grant you their counterparts, their special versions come next season. Of course, with adjusted OVRs, with adjusted stats to make sense for the power curve in the next season. So in here, what you have is to make a choice.
Oh, udah ada bacanya unreadable.
The highest OVR players for the 119, or are you preparing ahead for
Yang di bagian gacanya. Oh, yang 50 tadi ya?
It's totally up to you.
Exactly. So it's a bit of a choice, but
Buat yang nunggu start di akhir, betul.
I think there's a nice way to go about it, though. If you obviously want the top OVR guys, then you're going to probably go for Madison here on the path. But then there's also the thing is you just want to go for player searching too, and just try your hand there. So there's a lot of different choices about how you can use your points. And then, as mentioned, these highlighted players here, these 4 Pioneer players, will change in 5 days. So it's actually every week.
Gila, dalam 5 hari diganti
And
katanya
we'll
tuh.
see that a little bit more in that transition chapter.
Yang di bagian awal ini.
So pretty straightforward, Tack. I'm just looking, are there any questions in the chat here?
Tuh ada yang ditanyakan nggak? Ada yang ditanyakan nggak katanya? Tapi live di Twitch ya komennya ya, bukan di YouTube saya ya.
For the most part, it's like now and later. Yep.
Nah, apakah ini sama dengan and later? Kata Antwan, yap katanya.
I think it's a good shout out. We're mentioning in the beginning of the show that come September we are going to try to update some of the action shots there.
Oh sama, September nanti katanya muncul juga new beginning. Kalau new beginning pasti awal season banget kan? Saya Pak mau tanya tuh ke Antwan.
Exactly.
Milestone
and I saw
match
people asking about Mpanzu here. Just for context, he actually is the first player to make it through all 5 divisions of English football with Luton Town. So Luton Town this year were promoted to the Premier League, and he's been with them for.
Saya nanya Antwan kenapa top up mahal tuh. Antwan jawab tuh. Kenapa top up mahal kata Diana.
There if you had not heard of him or what his story was.
Talk about progression.
Exactly.
Yang nanya kenapa foto KTP ini bursa transfer baru, bro.
Which is personally my favorite chapter.
Ada milestone match juga nih.
Really cool chapter where you can play
Perikanan lagi.
classic matches from the past 5 years of both club and international football. And you can earn rewards from playing it. So, first off, this kind of connects into the captain's armband, which is, we mentioned those 3 icon players, Raul, Zanetti, and Gerrard. So, first off, you have to play one of these classic matches. So, this one is Juventus from 2019. And if you notice right here, you play the match, you're in the scouting points and the rewards. But what's cool about it is you play as a custom lineup of the team.
Ya ini match-match biasa ya, grinding lah. Itu game mobile, game buat bola, tapi grindingnya tuh udah kayak Genshin Impact gitu.
Here, Liverpool versus Barcelona. You'll also recognize probably the Spurs Ajax from that Champions League semi-final.
Tapi pasti akhirnya 120 ya, season apapun itu.
2020, 2020 to 2021. As well as 21 to 2022.
Koin retro kepake gak Bang? Kurang tahu. Belum diliatin nih tadi.
So,
takutnya ada di toko kan gak kelihatan. Kemarin juga kan waktu Call of Legends di toko munculnya, nggak diliatin di sini.
Of the game and really what's been important in the sport for us as fans of football. So you can come in and replay the finals that were back in December. You can come and play these Champions League matchups. So it's very, very fun to come in and play all these matches, especially because it won't be with your team, it'll be custom matchups. So, once you come in and you play them in order here, you will unlock a captain's armband. So you finish all the matches on the right, and then you get the captain's armband. So once you take that captain's armband,
Captain
see right here,
armband.
is we go into the transition chapter here.
Nah, dipakainya
And this is
buat
where you get to choose
walah.
between Raul, Gerard, or Zanetti.
grinding
So,
terus.
You can see here, each of these three icons have their own section.
New season
And once you
tuh
get
ya
that
sama
captain's
kan
armband,
seperti yang saya bilang di
you
konten.
choose
Di event sekarang
the icon
OPR-nya
that you
berapa,
like,
dibawa
as
ke
well
next
as it shows you
season
OVR
ataupun di pas ganti nama
and
berubah
the
OPR-nya.
player
Begitupun
item
yang 120
for
yang
the
tadi
new
founder
season.
ya.
So it really just gives you a
Raul
look
jadi
at
88,
what
Gerard
these
jadi
are gonna be
89,
like
Zanetti jadi
season.
88 tuh.
Some of these OVRs, at least for
Jadi makanya yang nanya,
new
"Bang, top
season
up apa?
items
Jangan,
are still
nanti aja
work
pas
in
udah ganti
progress, I
nama."
would say. And then just as a whole, we're going to put it up as well. The text above is just, this is still a work in progress build. I know that the event is going out tomorrow. However, there could still be some changes.
Apakah season besok masih
what
scam
you've seen
mekanik
here.
game
So
dari
just a
gacha
brief
dan lain?
reminder there.
Scam gimana
But
tuh?
overall,
Saya
Tack,
gak ngerasa
I
nge-scam
really
sih.
like the way this chapter is laid out, especially
Kalau
when it
gacha
connects
iya,
from
nih.
the milestone matches and kind of puts a whole historical element into this program.
You said it all. We are celebrating a journey, and we're all together in this one. One little detail that I wanted to
370 orang penonton, welcome.
is
Jangan
that
lupa
you
bantu
get
like-nya
only
yuk.
one captain's armband, all right, in the field. In your team, there's only one, right? So you can choose.
Apakah nge-lag live chat YouTube? Gak jelas live chat YouTube anjir.
You can only pick one out of these three. But all in all, I just really love the attention to detail. I also love the milestones matches chapters. Really nostalgic to.
Apakah YFC bakal ada glitch lagi? Semoga enggak ya. Glitch mah mematikan game lah.
Some of the great moments there.
Nanti yang main-mainin pada
What else do
pensi.
we have in this transition chapter, Antwan? Tell us more. I'm seeing something there in my screen.
Yeah, there's more Pioneer players here that are coming in on a weekly basis.
Tuh ada waktunya
So
ya,
notice
ada waktu-waktunya
these are all the
tuh si
players with
pemain-pemain
the,
yang tadi
Pioneer,
transitionnya.
Item art,
Jadwalnya.
which means that they carry over to the new season, and these will be the ones that'll be the featured ones as well. So you'll notice some of the players that we didn't show in the banners.
VVD akan menjadi incaran,
like
setuju.
Neymar,
GG
like
pasti.
Grealish, and then even looking over into those icons for the final.
Untuk card barunya jelek, masalah selera.
So that's kind of the look of the transition one. And Tack, there's an important note I think you said about how there's going to be a tab that'll show up on the 1st of September. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, for sure. So come September 1st, players are going to be able to tap on that new season button. And what will happen is that it will show the Pioneer players from this season.
Kiper pendek gak tahu ya, aduh semua. Tapi kalau misalkan lihat dari improve kemarin dari artikelnya katanya buat back dan goalkeeper itu ada inilah buff lah ya, kalau bahasanya biar gampang, ada peningkatan. Dan buat Sundul Gaming di nerf gampangnya.
Player item is going to become this other player item, and that only works for Pioneer players as we mentioned before. So keep an eye out.
Exactly. Great. So just wanted to quickly
Tolong
come
bilang
back
ke
here to the
Antwan
milestone
cerita
matches.
merajalela.
Because I had a question for the chat before we went into exchanges and quests and etc. Is between these milestone matches, is there a favorite of yours that you're noticing right now? I'm going to slow down on all of these years. Is it one of these Champions League semifinals? Is it perhaps an international matchup from the past year? If you could
Arab
drop
Argentina
the
ada dong
scoreline
tragedinya kampret.
in the chat, I would love to know
Tragedi
which of these,
kekalahan.
or even just description of what
Yang bilang,
your favorite matchup
"Where is Messi?
over
Where
the
is
past 5
Messi?"
years. We'd love to
When
see
you asked
in
about the
chat.
score line, I knew.
I know. I was asking for it right there. And I'm sorry.
Biasanya awal-awal malah
we're on the
makin
losing
jadi
end
ini
of that
terbang.
matchup
Ah,
a
enggak
few years
juga.
ago.
Enggak.
I'm gonna scroll
Yakin
over
enggak?
to it.
It's
You
part
know,
of the
you
game.
know. Exactly. Everyone's writing it. But no, there's a lot of other good ones. Corner taken quickly. That's a good one. The City Real Madrid comeback from 2021. That's another very good one.
Tadi exchange bocor, yang mana
So
exchange?
lots of good score lines here, and they're great call on this chat. You guys are awesome.
Bilang ke Antwan, Bang, icon Gareth Bale munculkan. Waduh. Berharap juga sih, itu era terbaik sih kayaknya tuh pas keluar nanti.
Alright, so
Yuk lanjut yuk, Wan.
we finished up pretty much the look of the event. We're going to briefly
Lanjut,
go
Wan.
into the details here, which is going to be the daily quest.
Nah, daily quest nih pindah.
For completing
Scouting
the
point.
regular quests. No surprises here. I'll even just
Tidak ada yang baru lah, ini mah hanya hadiahnya aja yang baru ya, misi-misi mah biasa lah.
You've seen this before, standard. And then
Tragedi
the weekly
82.
quest as well that gets you a 110 plus for finishing it 5 times.
Kok nggak ada permasalahan terkait penyelesaian cheater yang top 1 sampai
let's
top
go
10?
into
Feeling saya masih
store
gara-gara
real
mau
quick,
ganti
because I know
nama
there's
Bang
been a few
Riola.
people
Sebelum-sebelumnya
asking
kalau misalkan masalah
previous
cheater,
currencies.
FIFA Mobile
So
gercep
I'll
kok.
quickly
Cepet
jump
ngatasinnya.
into the store pack.
Nah, store
Some
pack
of you are
diliatin,
interested here,
digacha
but
dong.
The main ones here, Tack, if you want to tell us a bit about.
Tuh retro point di bawah,
What
retro
points is
point di bawah ya, bisa ditukarkan. Poin retro bisa ditukarkan. Dilihat. Poin retro bisa dibawa, bro. Koin juga bisa ditukerin tuh ke klub poin. 10 juta edan.
You get basically 1 club point per million coins, and we also
Wah,
heard
koin
your
kepake
feedback.
dong.
We
Koin
did
kepake, bro.
an exchange from retro
Masa pemain dari gacha nggak bisa dijual
scouting
belikan?
points. So I bet that many of you guys have leftover retro points that you don't have anywhere to spend because you already claimed it all. You are going to find use for these retro points that you have left over in Founders. It's going to be awesome.
Exactly.
Poin retro ada
And then one
4.000,
other one
ada
here is a
6.000
little bit
edan.
Further down is in the resources tab is going to be the scouting points here. This is for
resources juga ada tuh.
task
1.000 edun.
Yeah, don't miss out on this one. It's a little bit hidden. Please note that the limit, we also heard your
Limitnya
feedback,
1.000 dinaikin. Sebelumnya 300 kan ya?
increase the limit. Now you can
Sebelumnya itu cuma
reach
300 kan kalau nggak salah. Sekarang 1.000 loh.
times. So keep an eye out for that. Do not miss out on this one. We know that many of you also have leftover
Kepake, alhamdulillah
points
kepake.
without use. They're standing there. Just wanted to make sure that you guys have a use for them.
Ini event terakhir ya.
Exactly.
Alhamdulillah free to play
And
bisa
then
nukar
finally
katanya.
here,
Mantap iye.
Let's jump into exchanges.
Nah,
with
ada
club
exchange-nya
points.
juga nih,
So I don't know,
club
Tack,
point.
is there any info we can give the community on these exchanges?
Pakai pemain ini nukerinnya.
We're not going to spill the beans right now. All we're going to say is that you are going to be able to exchange some of your players, be it
Tinggal
tradable
jual beli pemain
or
bisa nggak ini? Kalau harusnya kalau misalkan
for
pemain yang
points.
bisa digacain ya di toko tadi harusnya bisa dijual di pasar sih. Kalau kayak gitu mah. Ini siap-siap ya kalau misalkan pemainnya bisa dijual belikan, kalian jual-jualin pemain-pemain kalian.
Founders players. So
Waduh.
we'll keep it at that. We don't want to give an unfair advantage.
Gila dong, exchange-nya brutal.
But it's going to be exciting.
No limit lah gitu.
Also, one of my favorite parts of Founders
Target
event.
semua pemain, limit, no limit.
So,
Edan.
Come Founders event, please check out the exchange tab. I think it's going to be nice. I think it's going to be a cool part of the event, and we'll all have lots of fun in it.
Yep, exactly. It'll all be about the mix of getting players for the new season that carry over, but also building up your current team to be the highest OVR it can be, and really making it as exciting as it can be for you too. Because I know past few weeks of the season, you sometimes want to test out new items.
Exchange-nya minimal pakai 3 KFP ya.
It's always a fun time to do that,
Terakhir.
and at the same time keep building your squad for the new season. So there's a lot to do in this event. In terms of even just making sure.
Yuk stats pemainnya yuk, Antwan yuk, bisa yuk.
Those points set up for success there.
Diinformasikan pemain-pemain 117 di pasar udah biru semua, bangke itu ya. Sudah biru semua, siapapun itu tanpa terkecuali. Diinformasikan. Semuanya udah pada biru ya. Kecuali R9, kecuali R9. Kecuali R9. Gila R9.
Look at every single stat, so it's going to be cool to actually take a closer look at some of those player items.
Exactly. So I made
Kantini
two
biru,
squads
coach.
here, founders, with all just the highest OVR players.
Kantini pun biru, serius. Kantini pun biru. R9 doang yang nggak biru. Yang mau jual-jual pemain, gas jual. Kayaknya bisa dijual belikan nih pemainnya.
Some new faces that we didn't see.
R9 doang yang ini.
And then if I go to
Yang merah.
the players here, I'm just gonna filter by founders.
Ya
You can
bisa.
see just everybody in the founders event. Icons aren't in here; they have a separate filter. I'll show those later.
Ini.
These are all the players. So I'm going to do a quick scroll down here, just so you can all see who is coming up, who to really be excited for. Lots of familiar names, and even some community requests.
Ih, Edan si OP-nya tinggi-tinggi, bro.
Tack, if you see any of them, call them out.
Will do for sure.
See if community can call out some of the players here that they
I'll be
noticed or
keeping an eye
maybe.
on chat here.
Yeah,
Founder event terakhir mang, iya betul.
I mean, there's one guy that keeps being mentioned, and I wish we had an answer for it. Unfortunately, we don't at the moment. But we see the comments, just unfortunately don't have anything to say about it.
Gila, yang pemain-pemain nggak terlalu terkenal juga OP-nya udah 114.
Yeah, exactly.
Aurel
But otherwise, a
Romeo
lot of newly transferred players
114.
try to include
Mpanzu,
them.
siapa Mpanzu?
It's been really busy
114. Ya
so far.
Allah.
And then even some other folks that haven't gotten items in a while
Brutal,
that
gacor.
really have deserved some. I know there's that. And also, actually, I wanted to get to the at the bottom.
Tombol exchange juga diliatin. Kalau misalkan tombol exchange bisa pakai Prime sih atau Iconan, oke juga sih.
In certain regions that were exciting.
Yeah,
The
that's
first
a
one
great
being
shout-out.
an Indian player from the ISL is, once I scroll down there, is going to be Sunil Chetri. If you see that 108 striker right here. Oh, let's see, there he is. And then also we have a
Dibuka
player
dong,
from Thailand
Antwan.
here,
Yuk,
Mickelson,
dibuka yuk pemainnya yuk, details pemainnya yuk.
just on the left there. So they're a little lower OVR, but I know some of those communities will
Dibuka
love it.
bisa
And then the
yuk,
other one as
dibuka
well
yuk.
was, Walsh. I don't know.
Bangke,
He's on the
bangke.
108 there on the far
Sama
right
bener
side.
loh.
His flag does need to be changed to Indonesian.
Anjing hand-hand
But I know
asup
the
cenah.
Indonesia community is going to be really excited to have a player from their country represented, along with the Thai and Indian communities. As well, there's a bunch of other players from all over the world. We tried to be as global as we could with this, along with including the newly transferred players. So overall, a really big list of players, 168 so far.
Ada
And
Wals
I don't
sih,
know
ada
about you,
Wals.
Tack. I kind of want to just jump into the really high OVR players just to see their stats real quick, because I know people are definitely curious.
You read my mind. Let's jump into it.
Ah, bisa dijual belikan lah bangke.
Perfect. So Jude
Fix
Bellingham
market.
here, just all around
Crash.
great midfielder.
Crash,
I've
telat
loved seeing his
kalian
late
telat.
runs into
Yuk,
the
tapi
box with Real Madrid, scoring 3 goals.
yuk yang mau
Looking
adu kehokian
really,
ngejual
really
pemain di
good
pasar
23s.
sekarang, gas dijual. Crash asli biru.
A natural fee to the team.
Fix, legit,
I'm
udah.
impressed with how
Resmi biru.
going for him.
Resmi membiru, jual
Exactly.
cepat, jangan dijual
And,
cepat dong.
Benzema
Nanti
here,
cuma 100 koin
Not
doang
much
jual
else to add
cepat.
here, 120. Just got great stats all around in the Pro League. Gundogan here, 120.
Terus harga mentoknya tuh masih di 2M loh.
Those are
At this
nice
point, though, in the
stats.
season, exactly. At this point in the season, I think like a lot of people are just going to be.
Apa yang
looking
mau
to
dijual
fill a
pemain aja
team
full
with just players they're excited
untradeable.
about.
Nice try.
A lot of these guys, I think, fit the bill. Even if stats-wise they're not there, it's just going to be trying to get a nice OVR, trying to get some players that fit really the theme you're looking for, and obviously trying to go for some pioneer players like.
Telat
Our main man
telat
here.
ngejual Alwairan, Petit, Henry, Pepe. Kalau Alberto ada
I can
5
say
pemain.
with
Aduh.
100% certainty, it doesn't get better than that. This is what we're
Bukan
we're
stong
kind of
dong.
aiming for.
Down ini mah.
100%. And then Marquinhos here, a 120 center back.
Kartunya free champ ya, aman nih digabungin sama kartu
Also
apapun.
going to Declan Rice, who's made his.
Declan Rice interception, strong footnya tendangan kanan kirinya 55 edans ya. Jago gini Declan Rice tendangannya.
Just going through these pretty quickly. There's tons of players, so it's good. I'm not going to be able to go through all of these, but I just want to get through the 120s to show you
Vini
all.
120, Pace-nya 162, edan.
We'll make sure to mention
Pusing.
the certain players. I don't want to say the word yet.
Bono nih,
because once
Bono
we say
nih.
that
Bono,
word,
stats
everyone
Bono,
just
stats
starts
Bono.
putting in the chat exactly what they think is going to be the keyword.
Declan Rice gak bisa lenceng.
No, bite my tongue for
Brozovic
now.
gak bisa lenceng.
All right, and then we'll see this 119. If you wanna
Bro
take a
Dodo
look here.
selalu brutal ya, Bro Dodo nih.
Oh, also another thing, no pass as well, Tack, right? To mention.
No pass. You are correct. No pass and no star pass.
Nggak ada pas dan juga nggak ada star pass. Koreksi kalau misalkan saya salah dengar ya. Kata Antwan dan juga Tatak, tidak ada star pass ataupun pas. Katanya. Kalau misalkan saya salah dengar, diralat aja, tinggal diralat aja.
Take screenshots as well, so gonna zip through these pretty quickly. Just some nice 119.
Pinter gila, gak ada star pass sama pas. Emang harus pakai FP ini mah. Atau enggak punya koin banyak kalian ya.
Very nice.
This is the free to play reward with the highest OVR, so keep an eye out for that.
Banyak pemain OPR tinggi yang bisa didapatkan oleh free to play katanya tuh.
Transfer to Al Hilal.
Super recent. Kudos to the team for making Neymar in. Surprising for us Brazilian football fans. It was a shock to some degree. It was a source of lots and lots of talk on the internet. So yeah, it's going to be exciting.
Ya ini mah cardnya udah broken semua, jujur. Nah, Christopher Nkuku nih ada yang nyari nggak nguk.
It's gonna be tough to not at least check in.
Tapi menurut saya agak sayang sih kalau misalkan kalian mau top up brutal, gacha brutal di Founder, mending nanti aja lah di event TOTY-nya. Asli ini mah. Mending di TOTY next. Kalau misalkan TOTY masih ada, di TOTY aja, jangan di Founder. Serius. Serius ini mah ya. Jalaninnya event-eventnya aja weh. Buat emot yang kayak gitu-gitu. Tidak weh lah buat gacha. Asli ini mas.
But overall chat, I think folks really want those shots if they're able.
RW memang sesusah itu, makanya saya punya Al Oeran juga, RW feeling dan RM ya dua tuh.
At the 45-minute mark here. Tak, anything we want to mention to community about some of these players? Any extra info?
Enggak bang.
The chat.
Benar pertanyaan iya. TOTY, TOTS udah dua itu tuh. Udah jangan yang lain lah, TOTS lah. Jangan terhasut OPR ya. Kecuali kalian udah punya koin banyak, ke perlu top up lagi boleh lah.
Yes, absolutely. You not need them.
Diamond merah kuriset, diamond merah kuriset. Yang enggak kuriset di item yang bisa dijual belikan tuh FP aja, FIFA point aja yang enggak.
Yes, as long as you have them on your club, on your inventory, they're yours.
Iya, santai-santai dulu, serius ya. Kalau misalkan kalian emang mau main jangka panjang, itu nanti kalian top upnya mungkin di OPR 105 ke 110 aja mungkin ya. Mulai top up lah. Kalau misalkan mau, kalau enggak juga nggak apa-apa, bebas. 105 ke 110 lah. Baru brutal lagi tuh. Nggak ada star pass, nggak ada pas. Cardnya kurang KTP dibilang untuk card baru, bursa transfer baru, foto-foto baru, liga baru. Ini fotonya foto baru semua bro. Ya ilah, udah gitu doang. Tuh ada giveaway tuh, yang mau giveaway ke Twitch.
And that is between, we have Vinny Jr., the 120. We have Bellingham, the 120 Pioneer player, who will carry over.
Giveaway-nya Vini, Bellingham,
120
Marquinhos,
and a 119 Kovacic.
So, 5 star pass gila. Star pass, sorry, 5 pemain yang di giveaway kan.
And I can see already in the chat, this happens every show.
Aduh, udah gitu doang, bro.
Is anyone? Oh, I saw someone get.
Ada yang mau nonton ini ya giveaway-nya? Kalau misalkan mau nonton giveaway-nya langsung ke Twitch-nya aja ya. Untuk pembahasannya kurang lebih udah nih. Tidak jauh-jauh.
Hashtag I was there.
Mau nonton sampai habis, Nonton sampai habis. Ini udah beres sih. Tinggal giveaway.
I was there.
So yeah. Drop in the hashtag. It's on.
Gas semua cuma beberapa. Gas nanggung.
Good luck to you all. And again, the rewards. It's your choice of 1 of 5. Vinny Jr., left winger, 120 OVR. Bellingham, which is a Pioneer player item. CM.
Skip aja.
OVR. Haaland, another Pioneer, 120 OVR. Marquinhos, regular Founders player item.
Hashtag. Biasanya suka ada nodip di sini nih. Dan ini ya yang lain-lain pada komen, pada pengen dapat giveaway-nya.
Good luck.
Exactly.
Maybe we could show some of the player items that
Skip.
we haven't
Udah
tried.
ya.
How about the
Ya pokoknya mah buat event terbaru ini akan muncul tanggal 24 Agustus ya. Legit 24 Agustus seperti sebelum-sebelumnya yang sudah dibilang kepada kalian. Terus buat eventnya 31 hari ya, kalau nggak salah tadi ngeliatnya 31 hari. Buat pemainnya dari event founder bisa dijual belikan ya. Jadi pasar auto biru, mungkin kalian mau jual beli pemain udah agak telat ya, karena pasar kalian cek aja sekarang pasar udah mulai pada biru. Terus ada beberapa misi-misi yang ya seperti biasalah kita akan menjadi babu-babu lagi kayak gitu ya. Lihat pasar Bang, pasar udah biru semua, serius. Yang paling tinggi juga OPR-nya udah pada biru-biru tuh. Tadi tuh R9 doang, nah R9 doang. R9 masih merah merona, tapi buat yang lain itu udah pada biru. Kebanyakan biru yang OPR-OPR-nya tinggi. Oke. Buat update-nya nanti lebih lengkap ataupun lebih rinci, pengen lebih ringkas, nanti saya kontenkan seperti biasa. Live streaming, konten juga kayak gitu. Oke cuy. Apalagi? Cek pasar Bang. Ini udah cek pasar bro. Ini tuh pasar ini. Pokoknya pada biru. Buka aja pasar kalian pribadi-pribadi ya. Pada biru semua lah. Messi nggak ada, ya Messi nggak ada. Buat OPR tertingginya di 120, dan tadi di notice ya sama Antwan dan juga katanya free to play juga bisa mendapatkan yang OPR-nya tinggi juga kayak gitu ya. Cuman saran saya buat kalian yang ingin mau top up, tahan aja ya, ini bener-bener tahan aja, nanti aja di next kalau misalkan udah ganti nama ke eSport FC Mobile, khususnya di event TOTY. Kalau misalkan event TOTY masih ada lagi, soalnya kalau misalkan top up di event yang sekarang, nanti kan di bulan depan itu ganti nama, OPR yang tinggi bakal diturunkan lagi. Dan tadi untuk OPR yang paling tingginya kalau saya nggak salah lihat, buat icon 119 itu ada di 89 OPR. Paling tinggi sih ya 92-an lah nanti di next tuh. Nanti tuh bakal terus meningkat ke 95, 97. Jadi agak sayang lah kalau misalkan harus top up brutal di event yang sekarang kayak gitu ya. Cek kantong dompet Bang, dah tidur. Kapan mati lampunya? Enggak lah. Kalau misalkan kalian ingin top up murah, meriah, terpercaya seperti biasa, langsung kunjungi aja YUAHSUNSKY Gaming Shop, dan jangan lupa gunakan kode promo YUAHSUNSKY untuk mendapatkan potongan harga yang lebih murah meriahnya juga. Oke cuy, kayak gini aja untuk live streaming malam ini. Nanti bakalan saya recap di konten juga, biar yang enggak nonton ataupun yang kalian kurang mudeng kayak gitu ya, bisa nonton ulang ya dengan pembahasan yang lebih rinci kembali. Oke cuy, thank you banget yang udah menemani. Ada beberapa nama nih ya, jangan lupa di subscribe juga, di like juga ya. Thank you banget, barudak, ayo tidur dulu. Thank you banget Bang Efrian loh tadi ya, Bang Efrian 250.000 ya. YUAHSUNSKY, iya dong, kita kan partner. Dandi, thank you banget. Raditya, Sofwan, Damom, Agung Pratama, Dani Raihan, Radivan, Imam Wahyudi, Setiabdi, Pejuang Diamond, Sidikhar, Yogi LDK, Solvan Wanadi, Turu, thank you banget semuanya. Udah tidur. Hari Kamis, jangan lupa jam 8 pagi update terbaru founder masuk ke FIFA Mobile. Thank you.